start by saying I'm a huge fan.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
that's a great start to the interview.
That's why
Guys,
I'm
this
here,
one's gonna be
actually.
good. Omelete.
Okay, yes.
Is that the name of the network?
It's the website.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it's a website from Brazil. It's
What's
in
that mean?
Brazil. It means omelette.
Inside of which are many different things.
Exactly.
Right?
That's why it's called omelette.
I get
You
it.
got it. People always ask, and I have to explain, but you got it first thing.
Oh, you're from Brazil?
Yes.
Falo português.
Meu Deus.
Um pouco.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived in Madeira.
Really?
Yeah.
That's incredible. My mom is from Portugal. So,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I watched the movie yesterday, and it's great. It's one of the best
Thank
comedies
you.
that I've seen in the last times. And I wanted to ask you, how do you pick your comedy movies? Because you gotta read the script and just know it's gonna be funny. So how do you choose them?
The really important thing for me is that it's relatable. I don't really know how to do super absurd things. It's just not something I do very well, I don't think. The central concept has got to be something that I could imagine, you know, a normal person like myself going through, and how that person would go through it, what the decisions they would make or not make. It's got to be somewhat believable, and so that's why I like playing that character.
I've been begging to do this in my own mind, and doing interviews for a while. I've been saying I want everyone to know too that I'm funny, thinking that that would actually get me a job in a comedy, and I think it did.
I guess you pick things that you think will be fun, and you pick things that maybe you haven't done before. There's not that many scripts that you kind of, from the minute you read them, you kind of start, you know, you enjoy them and you think they're funny, and you kind of get what the picture will look like in the end.
And I was just trying to get a job. I was like, please, can I be in it? Can I?
Yeah.
I think the thing that we always look for is something that's different from the norm, and that was this story for sure, because it has elements of thriller, and there are suspense in it, and surprises, and things that you don't usually see with a comedy. So
It's also got like a dark edge to it, which we like.
Yeah.
For me, I couldn't put it down, and I was laughing out loud, and I also saw who was cast in it, and I said to myself, I have to be a part of this. This is really funny.
For me, it's different. For me, I get so many scripts in the mail.
Oh, so many.
I put them all up on the wall, and then I take a dart, and then I throw the dart, and whatever it lands on.
You have to be blindfolded.
He's doing
though.
Othello next.
Yes, that's what I am doing, Othello in German. But no, it's the same as Kylie. You have to read it.
Is this gun real?
Oh no, Annie!
Oh, no.
Blood!
You were an actor in Freaks and Geeks, which is very like cherished and loved by many people till this day. How do you feel when you get recognized on the streets by that?
I get really mad because I've done so much since then. No, I'm.
You did do Bones though. 'Cause
I did do
I had to
Bones.
say that because I loved you on Bones.
And weirdly, way more people saw Bones than Freaks and Geeks.
Right? Yeah.
But no, I'm honored. I'm so proud of that show. You see all the people that came out of that show successful, and it's really good too. If I weren't on it and discovered it, I would be a huge fan, as I am of it now.
And how'd you get along with the cast? Because they're great. Like I just interviewed Billy and Sharon.
Yeah,
they're incredible.
Aren't they amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we all got along really well. We actually had our own game nights.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we played Clue. Billy, did he not tell you about his amazing Clue board? Okay.
Billy's a
Billy.
son of a bitch, Billy.
All right, well anyway, it's a really cool Clue board.
In our downtown, we would just hang out. Like one time, we put like a table in the middle of our
In the trailers, and we were just sitting out in the, yeah, you're right.
They were talking about, they were playing game nights
All
throughout
the time.
the movie. Yeah, were you guys invited? Or
No,
did
between
they?
setups, we're not invited.
They don't really like us.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're planning on confronting them at this junket to talk about
on
it.
camera.
Just
Yeah.
see what the deal is.
You should.
Because we have a lot to offer.
Right?
Okay?
Yeah.
Oh no, he died.
I talk a lot about Arrested Development, and
Oh,
my
yeah.
fans wouldn't be satisfied if I leave this interview without asking you
Okay.
if you can tell me anything about season 5 of Arrested Development.
The episodes, I think, will be the best that we've ever done. That's the way it felt while we were doing it. You know, we're all together again in every episode. It was just funny as hell, and I can't wait to see it.
And I have to ask you guys about Spider-Man Homecoming, which was a really great movie. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What do you think the future for this new Marvel phase is going to be, and especially DC, because they kind of seem like they're a little bit lost?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Well, we can't really comment on DC because we're in negotiations on one of their new movies.
Yeah.
But I will say that in terms of superhero movies as a whole, what I'm seeing is a huge shift in tone for each subsequent movie, because I think, you know, there can be a very easy fatigue that the audience feels over something that they've seen many times before. So I think the key is to keep it fresh and original and change up the game and not adhere too closely to the comic books, because a movie is very different from a comic book and should be.
Our approach, I think, to a superhero movie is always it needs to be a movie that would be fun to watch even if there were no superpowers, and that's what we tried to do with Spider-Man.
You were in Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which
you saw
I
it.
love so much. I have to ask you, because I'm a huge Tina Fey fan. Did you meet her?
Yeah, Tina, like, I've met Tina before. Like, she's a New York girl, so, like, she's been around. I've auditioned with her before, where she came in, like, a Saturday to read with me, and, like, she's such a humble, wonderful, hospitable person.
Like Jason Bateman, I just interviewed him, and he was like a dream interview, and I was like shaking.
Oh,
yeah,
you're
it
not
was
shaking.
horrible, but at the same time, it was like, Lily, get your shit together.
Are you
guys.
shaking now?
I am, because I'm nervous, because of the English side of it. You guys are awesome as well.
You're awesome.
No, there's a running joke with a famous person that is really funny, and I was wondering if there is someone famous that you really like to meet that you didn't get around to meet yet.
I had that happen to me already.
Really?
When I was in high school, my buddy Greg Cobb and I used to watch The Ruling Class. And then I was shooting in Texas. I was early in my career. And who shows up on the set working with us? Oh, no. Peter O'Toole.
Wow.
And so I got to go out and have drinks. Had scotch with Peter O'Toole. So that's it. I'm
Great
done.
life experience.
Just recently had a little part in this Martin Scorsese film. That was just the most surreal 14 days of work that I've ever had.
Man, I really wanted to meet Prince. I'm from Minnesota, so
I met
Prince. You did?
I worked with him.
Oh, that's
I
right.
worked with him, yeah. But Michael Jackson is somebody I wanted to meet.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Which Michael Jackson?
All
That's
of
a good
them.
question,
All
yeah.
of them, because I get to meet like 5 Michael Jacksons.
Yeah.
I get to meet little
Kid
boy
one?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I get to get Michael Jackson. Oh, what happened to
Thriller
my nose?
Michael Jackson. I think
Yeah.
it would be my pick.
Thriller Michael Jackson.
Or
White woman Michael Jackson. I like white woman Michael Jackson.
White woman?
When he was a white woman, I would want to meet that Michael Jackson
Yeah.
too, because his performance was fantastic. To see a white woman on stage dance like that,
Exactly, right?
I never
With
seen a
that
white
voice.
woman. Yeah.
Yes, Kate Bush.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's
I would
interesting.
freak out. I would lose my shit.
I got to meet one of my favorites, Bill Irwin,
Oh.
because I was a big clowning fan, and he was like the clown when I was growing up. And I would always wanted to meet Robin Williams. Like, that would have been a dream of mine.
I think I would like to have a dinner with Hitchcock. Would be pretty cool.
I hear he's mean.
Yeah, he's not, well, especially to women. Yeah, there is that. But most filmmakers, like, were mean.
Steven Spielberg, I've met him a couple times, but in passing generally, I'd like to sit down and pick his brain.
Thank you guys so much for your time.
Thank
It was
you.
really nice
Appreciate
meeting
it.
Yeah,
you.
you too.
Thank you. Bye.
So take a little bath. Oh, it's so much worse.